All right, we're about 30 seconds to go. I'm not sure. Are these people, did you get the memo? We have a starboard header. You're going to have a lot more trouble making the line than the last race. Are we under 30 seconds?
Yeah.
Holy moly. 69 ain't making it. Sarah, Yellowbow, they're not making it. Mike Cannon, he looks okay. Mary, Redboat, I would trim in and go. There's not a, maybe, is that really go?
Yeah.
You guys were fooled by the same lefty that fooled you on the second beat of the first race. I can't even believe it. Okay? For 5 minutes, the breeze has been left of center. I would think the entire fleet would have been crowding the pin in. All right? Well, what a wonderful thing for 54 and 55. No competition initially. Darren, you're pitching. You're squeezing up there. Just tack. I think you were waiting to see how you're looking with the stop attack boats. The lefty is dying a little bit, but 58 is just going to get across Mike Cannon. Mike Cannon, I'm wondering maybe for his boat, maybe he would have been better off because he had a little pup there that's sliding and ducking, well, just going straight, but end up behind 58 and tacking on 58's hip. By the way, that is a barge coming in. It's not on our way. And it won't be anybody's way unless 55 tacks right now. So I hope they look on with the back shoulder, okay? Because if they tack, they must duck that mini barge, okay? We share the harbor with other people, okay? Well, right now, 55 is getting enough of a port lift that they're not going to tack anyway. Anyway, as I said, I think maybe Mike Cannon might have wanted to duck that port tack, or not duck it again, port was crossing, and dig in a little bit more left and then tack on the other side of them. Now, if the breeze comes back right away, then that wouldn't have worked. But right now, look at 61, the white boat. Look at them lift up, okay? So the lefty's still here a little longer. In a moment, I'm going to hope it dies because I don't want it to be a one-tack beat. But it isn't. They've already tacked once. They're going to have to tack at least once more to make it around the buoy. And I believe the breeze will swing back to the right. And I don't think 61's anywhere near winning the race. I think these guys here, 55, 54, who were such a big lead off the start, are holding that lead. Okay. All right, let's get closer. Oh, that was interesting. It looked like the leaders, 54, 55, were trying to outrun the barge. It didn't work. Did they really think they were going to go faster than attack in front of it? No, I doubt that. I think they were hoping the barge would move quickly past it sooner. Look at 62 Sarah. The breeze is a little bit on her side, but yet it's a right. That's not fair. She's on the left side of the course, and she's getting a starboard lift that's stronger than the people on the right side of the course that are more to the right of her. All right? That's not fair, but it's the way it is right now. Okay? So, anyway, that should change. These guys on the right should get lifted up. But if it swings the other way, in fact, Sarah's bow just came down. I would not wait very long. If I give her 5 seconds to tack, I'll come back in 5 seconds. Okay, 68, you might have gone too far. You got to anticipate and come back to the buoy. So, if 68, 61 aren't overstanding, I'd be surprised. 71 is going to stop and lift, making it there. All right, Sarah's got to bear off. She's squeezing it too much right now. You've just got to bear off that extra 2 degrees, get the boat moving, and then you can try to point. Okay? All right, but she was not in a good place off the start. So she already made a tremendous gain. She'll be happy if she crosses boat 53 over there. But first, second, third, a set. And I think fourth and fifth a set. 68, 61 are probably rounding off fourth and fifth. And then it's a battle for sixth. It goes 71, that I think is Volker.
Reduce speed on the river. Reduce speed on the river. All staff, all stations repeating on high power.
Dave in the lead in 54 again. Tom Doak, the only 2 people on the starting line. Okay. Sarah should not have been surprised on a stop attacker there. Okay, so I'm sorry I turned left. I missed that. But it wasn't a collision. Okay. But anyway, that was Sarah and Jim. Jim's got plenty of room to tack inside of 65.
Gus, stand by.
A little bit of a port lip, so we held off before tacking. That was a very good idea. I'm sorry, the pole's in the way.
There's just a,
Okay, and there we go. Wow, we're on lefty mode. Sarah might even ease her main out even more, which means 69-51 are going to have trouble getting back to the buoy because they're on a port lift and they're going to have to tack the starboard. Oh, I'm sorry. The volume on the radio was too loud. Okay, it's bad enough to hear. You have to hear my staticky voice. You don't need that static. All right, here we go. Your main trim is a little too tight right now, Sarah, so that means you're close reaching and you're going into attack, so it's probably a little slower than you'd like. Okay, wow. First race was, everybody's thinking about the righty, and now we know better. The leader of the first race is back here. Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't even notice him. I wouldn't give him any waves. If I did, he would have told me. All right, I wonder if 53 should jibe. That's a really tough call because the breeze is left as we round the weather mark, port tack lift. So that's it says stay on starboard. But he's got this stupid boat right to windward of it, giving it trouble. All right. So I wonder if it's worth jibing to port. It means you have to sail a little tighter angle. Yeah, and you know what? Probably better off that he didn't. But it's a very good question. Okay? And now the boat's going. Well, that all happened. 58 is simply caught up. Okay? And now the pup's coming through. So these guys have decided to jibe. But because they've jibed and the breeze is still a little bit left of center, meaning they're going to head up over this way. And they're almost sailing, okay, perpendicular to the gates that they're going to. So, guys, take a look to your right. That's where the buoys are. Okay? It's not that you're not sailing the kite well. You're just sailing it on the wrong jibe. Okay? So, like these guys biking someday, I think you need to come back. The buoy's way over there. Okay? So, 55, probably 54, just getting further ahead. These guys are now by the lead. Look at the main. What a great video. 71-68, your main is bleh. Could you please jibe the boat for me, guys? Even worse for 71. Oh, now there goes 68. That is ugly. You've got to feel when you're by the lee and going slow. Another idea is look at your competitors. Zoom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you really going to go from third and fourth and let 6 boats pass you? Yes, you are. Okay, so anyway, the only thing that's good is now that they've jibed, they're in a little bit lower, they're lower so they can sail a higher angle. Okay, we might call it the low road, but you can sail a higher angle. So now, these guys on starboard have a better angle than these other guys on starboard. But now they've made the gain, and the wind may actually shift back, you might find boats like 65 jibing, 62 jibing. Okay? The 53 already jibed. These guys passed when the breeze went right, and now they're maintaining their lead on the breeze going left, and guess what's happening? 71 is back sailing by the lee again. They need to head up. The wind does not know what leg of the course you're on. The wind doesn't know what leg of the course you're on, okay? The wind oscillates back and forth, upwind and downwind. Upwind, we tack on the headers or sail the lifts. These two boats, 71 and 68, they jibed on the lifts. I'm sorry, they jibed on the headers. Try that again. They jibed on the headers to stay on the lift. And lifts downwind is slow. Well, that means the wind's more behind you. Okay. So, looks like Mike Cannon at 68 is going to gain some of these boats back. These guys, 62, probably should have headed up slightly more to sail a better angle. Certainly 69's on the wrong jibe over there. Now the white boat, 61, they're on a good jibe, and they're really moving quickly. they're going to round, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. But I think they're going to be pretty tight to the 3rd and 4th place boats. Because 63 and 58 are going low and slow. And is that Darren over there? Awesome. Right? 61 Darren? Yeah, awesome. Because the last leg, they didn't have the kite up, and now they do. Now, they dived on the kite a little early. I wouldn't do that. Oh, yes, I would. Because we have an inexperienced crew. We're better off starting early, and I'm glad they're doing, because they're tugging on the kite, but somehow somebody's stepping on the halyard or whatever. Averill, by the way, made a good rounding here, a little bit better than Tom Doak. Okay, so he's catching up. Tom, are you sure you're on the breeze? Because this guy's lifting up better. Okay. Just a little bit of speed wrinkles on the main. Looks good. Ooh, look at the big puff coming to the left. Lefty coming soon. Okay. Heck, it might have been a one-tack beat on port, which means there's nothing wrong with the right gate. In fact, it's actually upwind now. So Darren's on starboard. He couldn't tack. And foul was 69 or 62. 69, I know it. Oh, Darren as well. I didn't realize 61 had their kite up as well. Holy moly, the lefty is on. Everybody tack to port. Get on port tack, Sarah. Martha, get on port. No one's stopping you. Oh, first one on port is... Okay, Mike Cannon might make a gain. Now, the gray boat Spirit is worried that they might tack too close to Martha, so that's why they might consider those pinned. But they need to tack. Let's see if they can make it across. Sarah, tack your boat. Go to the finish line. Looking up on purpose. I'm wanting, major tangle on the halyard, and Darren will do okay to help that out. Okay, just be really forgiving as a skipper there. Learning to train new crew. Don't send them away. Don't make them cry. Sarah, where are you going? Okay. By the time you get any further left, the lefty's going to go away. Do you see where the weather mark is? Or the finish line? Okay. The wind doesn't stay at one angle too long. It likes to oscillate. So now they're on the port lift. I'm not sure that port lift is going to hang much longer. If their bow comes down, it's Sad City. Because, wow, they just sailed themselves out of phase. Okay? Now, I feel like the lefty's going to hold longer, but 55 looks okay on starboard. Can Sarah get across 69? All right? It was a no-brainer a minute ago. Their lefty was bigger and their righty was smaller. You ain't making that. All right? We're out of phase. Okay? So now we're on a starboard lift. Not a big one. Okay, and the question is, which tack gets you closer to the finish? 69 goes on top of Sarah just to do it. Okay? Spirit. So that's Kai and Doug. All right, great. And what do you know? They're aiming at the finish line. So 69 did a great job of tacking, but they did have to tack to go to the finish line, and they just got slowed down a bit, and Sarah's now made a gain on them. I would think she's good to go. She'll keep 69. She's dying for more of a port lift, so she can ride up and over the top of 58. I very much doubt that's happening. 60, 58 can almost finish without tacking. Ooh, wait a minute. There's an inside line. Wind shear. 62 headed up. Now 58 gets it. 58 should not tack until the very end when they can't quite finish at the time. So if they can cross that line of port tack, you bet you they're going to do it. Okay? I would have waited even longer before 58 tacks. And I'm not going to wait very long to tack back. If I'm 58, I'm already tacked back. Please tack back. Sarah's going to beat you. There's no reason for Sarah to beat 58. There's the tack. And it makes maybe 2 feet. 68 gets that. I think they've just held right up on top of the committee boat, done a quick little tack, shot in. They would have made life a little bit easier, but it made it more interesting for a 50 or 62. Okay, and there's the 69 horse. Okay, so now I have to worry about all that righty that came early. Is it time to move the weather mark left? Probably yes. It's certainly time to take the gate and flip-flop them. The gate on the right down there, make that on the left side. I think that's all we need for the second heat. We'll see. All right, I'm going to, okay, what do we have? A few boats over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Half the fleet yet to finish, but I need to do some race committee work, so I'll see you in a bit.